Who is exempt from weigh stations? Are you curious about who can skip those weigh stations while driving a truck or an 18-wheeler? Let's break it down so you know what to expect on the road. Weigh stations are checkpoints where trucks are checked to ensure they meet weight and safety regulations. However, not every truck is required to stop at every weigh station. The rules vary by state and depend on several factors. Most states requiring trucks with a gross vehicle weight rating over 10,000 pounds to stop at weigh stations. This means that the majority of large commercial trucks and 18-wheelers must comply unless there is a bypass program in place. Smaller trucks, typically those under 10,000 pounds, are often exempt, but some states have different weight limits or additional rules. There are also special situations where exemptions apply. For example, during declared emergencies, some regulations may be temporarily lifted. However, unless you receive specific guidance, it is best to assume that normal rules are still in effect. Always check for official notices if you are operating under emergency conditions. Bypass programs, such as pre-pass, allow certain trucks to skip weigh stations if they meet strict safety and compliance standards. To qualify, fleets and drivers need a good safety record, and their vehicles must be registered with the bypass system. These programs use technology to check a truck's weight, registration, and safety history before it reaches the station. If everything checks out, the driver gets a green light to bypass. Some states also offer weight exemptions for specific equipment, like auxiliary power units. An auxiliary power unit is a small engine or generator that provides power for heating, cooling, or electronics without running the main engine. Trucks equipped with auxiliary power units may be allowed to exceed standard weight limits by a small amount, usually up to 550 pounds, to account for the extra weight. To use this exemption, drivers must carry proof of the auxiliary power unit's weight and show that it is operational. When traveling across state lines, it is important to know that weigh station rules and exemptions can differ. What is allowed in one state may not be in another. Always check the specific requirements for each state you will be driving through. For practical tips, keep all necessary documents, such as proof of auxiliary power unit weight or bypass program credentials, easily accessible. Stay informed about current rules and any changes, especially if you are operating under special conditions like an emergency. If you are ever unsure, it is better to stop at a weigh station than risk a violation. In summary, most large trucks and 18-wheelers are not exempt from weigh stations unless they are part of a bypass program or meet specific state exemptions for equipment like auxiliary power units. Always follow the rules for each state you operate in and keep your paperwork ready for inspection.